Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back to another episode of Valhalla Vanguard in Aurora 4X, and this time we didn't have a time skip or anything like that, so there's nothing since the last episode that we need to worry about, well, other than the fact that we are running a bit low on fuel and all that sort of stuff, but we'll figure them out eventually. Right, Euler has completed orders. We may need to even up the date a little bit. There we go, and then back to 5-day increments. We should be getting more of the... Oh. Okay. How far in Alta is the freighter? It's heading for or unloading stuff. Well, that's gonna be a problem. But we can technically leave the freighter there for now. But once we see the freighter heading back in Nastrand. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. Well, why don't you instead remove all? Move 2 over there. It's gonna take a while still. I mean, the old freighters will still be useful, especially in the local system, or the local area of Humir and such. But the second generation freighters will probably be, well, I mean, they will be faster. A fair bit faster, and they will have a longer range and all that. So they will be useful. But right now, we'll probably be fine. Oh, Longboat 1 has a bit low fuel. I mean, the problem with Munin is that it's a huge system. If you have a look at it again, so basically the Explorer or the Longboat Class 2s have enough fuel from Humir to get to one of these points, survey it, then move to the next one, and then decide, oh, we're out of fuel, and then move back, and then they basically run out of fuel before they get home. So it's a bit of a problem, but I mean the second generation should be able to do that a bit quicker at least. And they should have a bit extra fuel. But let's jump back to Alta to keep an eye on the Freighter 1. It's probably going to take a while before it's heading home. Unit train, we got another garrison battalion trained, good. It's actually very good. Okay, we released in what's it called? The whaler in Nastrand, which means that there's another whaler currently getting fuel there, which means that the gas station is going to be pretty good for freighters once we get around to it. Then, okay, yeah, we got the fuel shortage at the Explorer 1, but we might as well build another garrison battalion. They're pretty cheap, they will be useful. Let's add another task there, saving the cadres for the construction battalions once we get that research. We are currently researching, it's just going to take a while. I mean, we haven't really added much labs to that. We might add another lab for the logistics and ground units researchers soon enough. Right, so we're going to get that in the next increment. And after that it's going to be the missile, or Size 6 missile launcher, which has a 1 minute reload time. It's not great. Not great at all, quite frankly. Right. Now, one thing that I've been thinking about is maybe making a Size 3 decoy missile with some armor, so that can take up a bit more of the enemy anti-missile missiles. Oh, overhaul completed, orders not possible. Right, so that's one's waiting over there. Orders not possible for Explorer 3, so let's deal with that first. I'm assuming that it just needs to do the overhaul and such. Actually, no. Oh, right. It completed overhaul previous increment. Okay, so this one was in Alta, so I'm just gonna send that one back. You still got survey locations there, so I'll leave you to it. Technically, it should be refueling at the things in Nostran, although technically the jump point between Alta and Humir is closer than the whaler fleet in Nostran from the Alta jump point, or either one of the jump points really, so that might be the reason why they're going to Humir, but I'm not sure about that. But yeah, we'll send you back. The Longboat 6 has also completed overhaul. Now, I don't remember where exactly this one was. I think in Valley, so we're gonna have to go through Munin, and then Valley jump point. I think, I could be wrong. Well, let's quickly check Valley. Is it? I believe it is. If we have a look at the survey, yeah, that has been surveyed. Okay, so that was probably the place we were in. We didn't really start on the exploration of these yet, or did we get... No, we did get one over there, and then he ran out of fuel. Okay. Right, back to Alta. Still taking a little while before it reaches there. Okay, the low fuel is still in effect. It's gonna keep us a bit slower. Oh, commanders have been assigned. Okay, so we do still have fleet headquarters, or commander in fleet headquarters. That's good. And that's about it over there. I mean, a few officers were kicked out because they haven't been given assignments. Oh, hold on. I wonder. Well, we're gonna at least go for another 10 days, I think. Then we're gonna have to figure out a few things. Overhaul for Longboat 7 has been completed. And the crew in Axelian is completely rested. Okay, so we'll need to go over here, and I believe the Explorer 7 used to be in Snotra, so you're gonna have to go through Nastrand, Valskjal, and then to Nostra. And you started the jump point surveys over there. We can actually jump another 5-day increment. Jump point found in Alfheim. Oh. So we found several jump points here. We haven't explored any of them other than the one that we came through. And we still... Oh, right, one of those was the double jump point, wasn't it? We explored one point and then it revealed 2 of them. Also, apparently we did explore that area. Was there... No, there's only 2 stars here, right? Looks like it. Huh. Okay. Right, let's go back to Alta. Because we need to figure out... I mean, what's jumps through? Went for 3 days on that. I was trying to figure out... I mean, technically, if we just let the other crew go after it, should be fine. Or we can send it towards the other jump point first, and then send it back towards the creator group. So we'll send you towards there, and you should be able to meet them halfway there. either in Nostrand or in Humir, I suppose. Overhaul for Longboat 4 has been completed, which I believe is the one in Valaskjalf. Right, so Explorer 4, go to Nostrand, and then go to Valaskjalf, and I believe there are still, yeah, there should be places to explore there. Alright, so the freighter should be going through there. Almost. Okay, we started research on the Gauss cannon, that's not gonna last for long. And we got the missile launcher, so that's good. Let's go to Nostrand. Go 5-day increment. Okay, we got... Right, freighter... It's completed order, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna now join the freighter 1. We'll go day increment. Just in case. Oh, right, we got the Gauss cannon. Let's quickly make sure that we get the turret design going on. Right, so our highest, what our fire control can handle is 12,000, so we're gonna have to go with that. Then we're gonna go with quad turret. The turret size is not huge, which is good for us, actually. We did increase the tracking speed to 4,000, so that does save us a little bit. Yeah, so... we'll go with Quartz Cows PD. Well, point defense. Right, so we're going to do that. We do need to make sure that we start researching that, but that's going to be in energy weapons, is it in? Yeah, it is. Technically, we could use one of these energy weapons researchers for that. And then we're going to add a lab for the construction brigade, just to get that research done a bit quicker. Right, so that's going to be done in December, then we're going to start... or finish the design of Atheon, and then we can retool the shipyard for those, and we can start building some of the point defense ships then. I think. If we're not going for the bigger engines, that is. I think we're going to leave those bigger engines for the carriers and such. As a matter of fact. Right. Is there anything over here? We're still building a lot of automated mines, which reminds me, we've got 30 waiting currently in here. We need to get those freighters moving. Now, to be fair, we could detach the other freighter and assign it to the... that is currently in the shipyard. Yeah, this one. Wait a minute, what? Oh, okay. Crew months a little bit. Right, so we're going to detach you. Then task groups. 3, you're going to join that. Because you should be able to follow that wherever they're going. You should be joining fleet soon. Explorer 5 is heading home from Alfheim, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, the freighter has joined the other group. Excellent. Now we're going to even up the days a little bit. We got research to the meson focusing technology. Well, actually, what we could do now is we can cancel that, because we got a much better energy weapons researcher. Get that and assign... Honestly, we'll just go with the 7. So it's going to be done in November this time, so... Okay, it's in... not that far away then. We'll get the turrets and then we can start producing our point defense ships, basically. We may need to put in some sensors in there still and such, but... then we'll have all the components that we need, I think. I could be wrong. On the other hand... well, we'll let them do that, then we'll figure out a little bit. We need to start researching some other missile stuff there as well. Wait a minute. Is there not? There is. You should be able to join it, shouldn't you? I mean, even though they are in different systems. Oh, right. Never mind. Let's go for 2 days, okay. Well, what you can do is you can go... first go to Nostrand, and then to Valhalla. And then I'll let you join that. And that's gonna bring in even more automated mines to the mining colony that we currently have in Valhalla. Because it's a good colony. Oh, Explorer 1 needs to get the orders for, well, resupply and overhaul. Now, how the whaler started gathering up a bit more fuel. Okay, this is not looking great. At the same time, the amount of ships should be going down a little bit that are refueling from this, or are they? Not necessarily. But yeah, there's still 6.7 million liters there, so it's not that bad. And there's 6.6 million liters over here. Okay. Well, basically any future ships that we set up or future orders that we set up should probably focus on refueling over here then. Because this seems to be faring a lot better, although it's producing about half of the fuel, but it has about the same amount of fuel there. Right now, anyway. Oh, right, that freighter is going that way, and the freighter 1 is going back to... I was confused by that line there, for a moment. Right, we should be getting the turret design right about... oh, we got another research lab. Excellent. Well, I suppose we could assign that back to the power and propulsion researcher. We took one away from that at one point. But having 10 labs on the power and propulsion is probably going to be quite useful. Because there's a lot of important tech that we need from that. Right, we got the turret design. Now we need to set up some more research. So what we're going to do is, first of all, actually we're going to design the... actually no, we want to get the better focusing technology for Mesons. So that and that. I think we're going to go with 2 research labs right now. And then the missile researcher will get the 5 labs. Okay, so... I mean, that reload rate wouldn't be bad. On the other hand, the ordnance production might be useful, so we're going to start with that. And queue out the reduced size launchers, just so that we can eventually get the box launchers, which is going to take a while to get that far, but we can improve the situation a little bit at least. Then we might want to get the better warhead. It would save us a fair bit of space in the missiles for more engines and so forth. On the other hand, the magazine feed system efficiency wouldn't be a bad one either, or the ejection system. We're going to queue up that one and that one. Then we'll maybe get the better warheads. And then we are probably quite a bit far in the future, so I'm not going to queue up too many things. Now, we do have the ion engine, or the jump drive efficiency after that one. Then the survey, so that's going to take a while. Let's focus on technology. That's also going to take over a year. Right, so we're not running out of research right now, but now we can go ahead and start finalizing the design of the point defense ship. Right, where's the turret? Over here. Oh, and let's put in some active sensors. We don't have any, do we? No, yeah, so we'll put that one in, and this one in. Then we'll probably put in the bigger passive sensors. And then we can basically fill the rest with, well, we're going to need some engineering space and more fuel, but let's fill in, I don't know, let's go for 15 turrets or something like that. Actually, I should probably use this one. Save a few clicks. We're going to need more point defense fire controls. We're going to go with, I think 5. I think 3 quad turrets, even with this technology, should be plenty to take out most missiles. Not necessarily everything, but what we'll be facing right now should be enough. That remaining space, let's make sure that we add in a bit more. And oh, right, we haven't added armor at all. Well, that's going to take a fair bit of it. Then add in some engineering. That would be annual failure rate of 100. That's still a bit high. Oh, we didn't add the new armor. Okay, well that's gonna save us a little bit of space. Okay. Right, we'll go for full 10 engineering spaces, so the annual failure rate is a bit lower. And then we'll probably fit in the remaining of this space with fuel. Actually, we're going to need a lot more fuel, aren't we? And sure enough, the maintenance will probably take a few engineering spaces off to fit in more fuel. It's still only 21 days. This range is barely anything. I think we're going to... I mean... If we have a tanker accompanying the fleet, then that wouldn't be too bad. But right now, I don't think we will have that. So we'll maybe need to take out some of the things away. And we can probably lower the engineering spaces to... Honestly, even 5 would be enough, considering the deployment time is not meant to be very high. And with that, let us get more fuel, I think. Okay, so how much? 125 days of fuel, 9 billion kilometer range. And we do have very fuel inefficient engines, so that is something to keep in mind. 25 days of full power. I mean, let's quickly have a look. How big of a range is it from around the center of here to, for example, Nostrand? It's already 2 billion 2 billion kilometers. That's pretty far. I think we're gonna have to Maybe take out some of the turrets and such. Lower it to 12. That's still a lot, mind you. But that will give us a bit more room for fuel. If we take out one of these, we can actually put in a very large fuel. We can even... Oh, now we're a tiny bit over. That's a bit annoying. But that would give us a 17 billion kilometer range, which will be a bit better at least. Still not extremely happy with that, but it's an improvement. On the other hand, yeah, if we just focus on getting more tankers and more fuel, but I mean, currently the fuel is a problem. I could make it a bit slower, but on the other hand, I don't really want to. Is there anything else that we could actually do here? I mean, technically we could lower these passive sensors a little bit, but on the other hand, I do want them to be able to spot the enemies a bit further away if possible, even without using active sensors. On the other hand, is there a reason for us to not use... Well, it will be a bit of a beacon for the enemies to shoot at if we use the active sensors. But let's have a look. If we were to switch these to the smaller ones, just for the sake of argument, I know that I'm a bit over time here, but that's not the end of the world. We need to figure out the ship a little bit better. So again, the ranges over there for the sensors drops down quite dramatically, but it would give us a bit more room to work with. On the other hand, if we were to lower this to, I don't know, 6 months, that would also give us a fair bit of room to work with, because they won't have a huge fuel capacity anyway. If we had another large fuel tank, it would be... Actually, we would add another very large fuel tank instead. And a lot. Okay. Right, so that would give us 52 days. 19 billion kilometer range. It's still not huge, but it's a lot better, quite frankly. I don't know, maybe we'll go with this one then. I mean, we could technically lower the amount of deployment time to even lower, let's say 4 months. That would give us even more room for fuel. Basically, we could get that one. We could fit in a few more small fuel storages. But it doesn't really add much. 19.7 billion. But that is enough that they can move into an area and fight for a while, actually, quite a while. That might actually... Also, that is enough to move from one colony to another for the most part, without refueling. Okay, I think this is probably going to be what we'll go with. Tracking speeds match. Yeah, I don't see any glaring errors in this design. So anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.